All right, we're back, hopefully. We've moved back upstairs, and apparently that might be our best option here. So Jackets still on the penalty kill. They got 1:36 left, 3:57 left in the period. Now they got 5 on the ice. I'm kind of confused on what's going on here. So I guess we did kill the penalty while... So now Jackets have it, and Williams will bring it in. So
appreciate your volunteers.
This one is roughing. So we got a roughing call on Armstrong. So looks like the Jackets will be on the power play now with 3:47 left here in the first. And they will bring out Day, Limmerbrock, Taylor, Hatem, and Davies, I believe is at our 5th. So,
come on, don't let him talk you into it.
all right, so now we got 4-on-4 hockey. I'm confused on what's going on, but and now we got another whistle. Maybe sometimes 3 officials is too many officials. So this is perhaps the problem here. So we got 3:44 left. There looks like there's 1:23 on the Jackets penalty, 1:28 on the Armstrong penalty. So we'll have 4-on-4 for most of this. Davies dumps that one. That one's loose. They can't find it though. Now Davies tries to get it over to Limmerbrock. Limmerbrock will have it. She will dump it out to Davies. Davies tries to swing it in. That one's cut off. Hatem's there, though. That shot is wide and off the glass. Chased down now. Hatem keeps it in. Good hustle. Day will battle for it. Armstrong will pick it up. They jump it up the boards. Now Day has it. She gets hooked. That shot is turned away by Stitchcomb. Day tries to cut that one out. Davies does now, and this one comes all the way down, and it's an icing on the Arrows. So 3:06 left in the period. 44 seconds left on the Jackets penalty. 49 on the Armstrong penalty. There'll be Crook, Taylor, Bestranson, and Falk in for the Jackets. This one is picked up by Armstrong. They're going to dump it out. Tudyk's able to chip it in. She will chase now. She stops. She turns. This one batted away by Taylor. Bestranson tries to clear the zone. Lewis keeps it in. She wraps it all the way around. Falk's going to chase it down. Falk tries to dump it up the boards. Can't do it. Battle ensues on the boards. And this one is dumped in by Armstrong. And this one is swung all the way around, and will it go for an icing? No, they're going to wave it off. Taylor's going to give chase, but she's tied up now. This one will come all the way out. Bestranson has it. Bestranson's shot is blocked by Fuchs. Stranson will dump it back in. Both teams are now at full strength. Crook has it. Crook throws it out front. This one's going to come all the way down where Jen has it. Ginn will try to dump it in. Turned away by Bestranson. Falk will find Taylor. Taylor's going to feather it up to Crook. This one is over to Weibel, though. Weibel has it. She finds an outlet now. Here comes Fuchs for Armstrong. That shot sneaks all the way through. Hill's able to turn it away. Puck loose in the corner. And it will come out where it will be Weaver having it. Weaver has it. She feathers it up to Meek Talibi, and not sure. The Jackets will not be full strength yet. They actually got to wait till the whistle, I believe. So, oh no, they only have 4 out there. I'm confused on what's going on. I thought their penalty was over, but they are still sitting with 4 players out there.
One more white! One more!
Now couple jump out of the box, so that was sheer confusion. The Jackets were playing with 4 skaters. This one is chipped up. Now it's brought in by the Arrows. This one is centered, but no one's there. Hayden will chase it down now. This one's thrown out where Cup will get it now. Cup's going to bring it in to the zone. She's got Meek with her. Cup's shot is turned away. That one gets out of the zone, and it will be a stoppage with 34.4 seconds left. Jackets will bring Busick, Thomas, and Williams out on offense. Davies and Lingle on defense. This one is controlled by Armstrong, batted up in the air. Now it's picked up by Busick. Busick dumps it into the zone. The Jackets will give chase, but the Arrows are there first. Arrows will bring it up. Flork takes it into the zone. Flork looks to center it. This one is loose. Hill finds it and jumps all over it with 13.1 seconds left. 13.1 left. I'm going to go. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go on the other side of you here. I see better. There we go. All right, so this one is controlled by the Jackets. Clock hasn't started yet. No, they're not running the clock. Finally, they run the clock here. This one is up the middle. Hill turns it away, and the Jackets will fend off this last rush by Armstrong, and we will end the first period. After one, the goal score is 0-0. We will be back here after a brief period break. All right, back here for the second period. The Jackets and Arrows tied with no score in the first. And sorry about the feeds as we were trying a different angle to hopefully get no obstructions, but unfortunately we just could not get a solid feed from either one of the angles we tried. So we're back up top. Hopefully the feed is coming in now. And Jackets will start with Lemmerbrock, Talibi, Taylor, Bestranson, and Falk to start this second period. This one is loose in the neutral zone where it is brought in by Talibi but thrown back out by Armstrong, now kept in by Lemmerbrock. Bestranson will try to keep it in. This one is finally got out. Thrown across over to Lemmerbrock. She can't control it though. This one's dumped out where Falk will dump it in, but that one is offsides. 14:31 left in the second. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off. It'll be Thomas, Crook, Day coming out to replace the offense. Crook will take the face-off, and this one is loose and dumped in by Crook, but cleared right back out by the Arrows. Now Day has it. She'll swing around. She's going to come in. She's got it. She's going to get a shot off, and that one goes in. Goal, Jenna Day, as she picks the pocket of the Armstrong defense, drives in and puts one off the post that bounces in for a Jackets goal, 1-0. Goal by Day, that one unassisted. And Jackets will change defense. They'll keep Crook, Day, and Thomas out there with Hayden and Weaver. Face-off controlled by the Jackets. Day's going to bring it in. She's looking to set up somebody. She throws it out to Hayden. That shot goes in, and Stanchcomb's able to grab it and hold on to it. Oh, and we got, well, that's something you don't see every day. We've got a couple helmets that are locked together. There we go, and they're finally able to. So, Crook and Tutek had their helmets stuck together, and they were able to get those untangled. So now it's Busick, Williams, and Cup in now for the Jackets to join Weaver and Hayden. Hayden will step up. That one's loose. Now the 2-on-1 here for the Arrows, but they cannot connect. Fuchs is going to try to throw it back over. That shot is on goal. It's loose. It's loose. And they will say it is picked up by Hill and held on to. So Hill was able to find that puck and hold on to it and thwart that rush by the Arrows. So 13:50 left in the second. Arrows have an offensive zone face-off to the left circle here of Claire Hill. This one is going to be picked up by Hayden. Hayden's going to drive out of the zone. She throws it out to center ice where the Arrows will turn it back and start back in. Floric will drive in with it. She's met by Weaver. Weaver will try. This one is centered in. Hill's trying to find it. She gets that one out. Fuchs was trying to jam it in there. Back out to Fuchs now. This one is turned away. Cup's got it. Cup's going to dump it out of the zone. Miller gathers it up. And the Arrows will reset, and they'll bring it back in. It's Fuchs over to Floric. This one is Williams trying to turn that one away, and she's going to get a penalty instead. This one comes all the way out. Now picked up by Lewis. She throws it up, and it'll be picked up by Hayden. And we got a hooking call. I believe that was on Macy Williams. It is. So the Jackets at 13 minutes exactly left in the second period will be on the penalty kill here. And they will go with Davies, Lingle, Talibi, and Meek for the PK here. And it'll be Talibi taking the face-off. And this one is controlled by the Jackets. Davies will try to dump it out of the zone. Picked up by Talibi. Now back to Davies. Davies will circle around with it. And she will try to kill some time here. This one is turned away. Fuchs is trying to center it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Seifert trying to center it. Now Davies has it. Davies is looked like a trip. No call there. Now it is loose. Davies is going to put the boot on it, try to kill some more time. Minute left on the PK. She's joined by Meek. This one, and they're able to kill some time here. As this finally Davies comes out with it. Just under 50 seconds. She pitches it out, tries to hit Talibi. Arrows will throw it back in. Now here comes Seifert. She's going to bring it into the zone. She centers it across. This one's turned away. Still loose at the feet of Davies. Now she's going to try to kill some more time. She throws it up the ice, and with 26 seconds left in the PK, the Jackets do a good job of killing off a majority of this penalty so far. Most of it by the talents of Reagan Davies, as she was able to hold on to that and keep possession for quite some time. So they will go with Limmerbrock, Taylor, Bestranson, and Folk This one is controlled by the Jackets. Taylor tried to throw it out. Lewis stops that one, though. Thrown around. 20 seconds left on the PK. This one is centered. Knocked away by Bestranson. Miller keeps it in. Miller's going to circle in. She throws it on. That one's turned away. 10 seconds left. That shot is blocked. Bestranson gets it out all the way down. And with 1 second actually on the PK, Jackets will have 1 second to kill, and they will be full strength here. Taylor, Lemmerbrock, Folk, and Bestranson will stay out on the ice. Lemmerbrock will take this face-off. It's controlled by the Jackets. They are at full strength now. Taylor will just throw it out. Williams can actually come out of the box and get this one. No. 11:23 left in the second. Jackets ice the puck to kill off the rest of that penalty. They are now full strength. And they will go with Crook, Day, Thomas, Bestranson, and Folk. Crook takes the face-off, and this one is controlled by the Jackets. Bestranson throws it up the boards. Thrown back in by the Arrows. Clinch. And this one is dumped down and will be iced again. No. Jackets need to get some offensive strategy going here again, as they have done nothing but ice the puck since the Day goal. So now we got Crook back down there. Kinchlow for the Arrows, and this one is controlled by the Jackets. Falk's got it. She's looking to try to dump it out of the zone. This one's turned away, though, by Kinchlow. She dumps it in where Hill will smother it and hold on to it with 10:57 left in the second. So, face off here, and it is the Jackets. Day tries to run out of the zone with it. She can't do it. Arrows turn it back in. Falk will throw it up the boards. Thomas can't get there. Lewis will chip it at the. Now the Jackets have it. Jackets get it out of the zone. Actually, they're thrown back in by. Falk's going to try to throw it up to Day. Day's got it now. Day can't control it, though. Now here comes the Arrows. It's two-tack with it. She's got it. Day tries to stop her here. That one's dumped back to Florek. Florek's got it. She's looking to center. She's going to get it out to Guntram. Guntram gets a shot on, and Hill holds on to it. 10:19 left in the second. Jackets will go for a change. It will be a wholesale change as Hayden, Weaver, Busick, Meek, and Cup come out for the Jackets. This one will be Meek taking the draw, and this one controlled by the Jackets. Hayden has it. She's going to try to throw it up the boards. That one's stopped. Florek's going to try to do some work behind the board or behind the goal. Hayden's able to cut it off, though. Hayden's going to go ahead and just drive out of the zone with it. Tudek's there to cut that one off. Now the Arrows will bring it back the other way. It's Fuchs, the Florek. Florek tries to center it, but that one's turned away, kept in by Guntram. Guntram's shot leaks all the way to Hill. Hill's able to dive on it and hold on to it. 9:48 left. 1-0 Jackets. On a second period goal by Jenna Day, unassisted. This one will be Meek again taking the defensive face-off, and this one is controlled by the Jackets. Good job by Sydney Meek. This one is up to Weaver. Weaver loses it. Now Two-Tack's going to try to go around. She's denied. This will wrapped out, thrown out to Weibel. Weibel's going to get a shot. That one hits off of Weaver. Loose. Cup's got it. Cup looks up. She's going to get it out of the zone. Picked up by the Arrows. They will reset the offense. This one is picked off now by the Jackets. Meek's going to race in. She backhands it. That one's turned away by Stanchcombe. This one is picked up by Weibel. Weibel's going to bring it up into the neutral zone. She dumps it in where Davies cuts it off. Davies will throw it back out. That one is offside. 9:04 left in the second. And it will be Talibi, Taylor, and Lemmerbrock, joined by Lingle and Davies for the Jackets. Lemmerbrock takes the draw. And this one is controlled by the Arrows. They dump it in. And now it's going to be picked up by Davies. Davies is going to drive up the middle of the ice. She is cut off, though, by Lewis. This one is, she hangs on to it, thrown into the boards. Battle for it in the corner now. Still battling. And now we got a penalty on Armstrong. So we got a roughing on Armstrong. So with 8:34 left in the second period, the Jackets will be on the power play. So it was Miller, number 21 for the Arrows, that got the roughing penalty. So Jackets will go with Day, Taylor, Lemmerbrock, Bestranson, and Falk. That's the 5 here for the Jackets on this power play. Day cannot win the face-off, though. It's Tutak that has it for, and now there we go. And just like that, Jackets get a penalty, and 1:23. So 7 seconds into the power play, the Jackets, Day trips, and we're going to go 4-on-4 now for next minute 23. So Jackets will lose the services of Day for the next minute 30. Lemmerbrock, Taylor, Bestranson, and Folk will get out there, and then Bestranson tries it. So, but we are 4-on-4 hockey, so the Jackets got to keep that in mind here as they look to clear the zone. They do not need the ice. This one is turned away by Hill. Now Taylor has it. Now she's going to speed up out of the zone. She's going to get it out to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's going to leave it for Taylor, but that took too long, and the Arrows are able to pick it off. Now Bestranson's got it. She dumps it out of the zone, and this one is somehow kept out by Shermatz. Shermatz will drive in now. She looks to feed the defense, and Lewis. It's Seifert now. Seifert swings and misses. Falk gets it. She tries to get it up to Taylor. Taylor's battling. This one back into the zone, though, where Bestranson will collect it. 30 seconds left on the penalty for the, and now we've got a penalty behind the goal, and it looks like it will be on the Jackets. So Bestranson will now go to the box at 7:28 left here in the second. So Day and Bestranson are in the box for the Jackets. Miller in the box for the Arrows. 25 seconds left on the Arrows penalty. 32 seconds left on the Day penalty. And Bestranson will be going into the box. And now the player for the Arrows is Seifert, who was shaken up. So now we got the officials are discussing, and it looks like they're going to give that one a 10-minute. So that will be a 2 and then 10 on Bestranson. So Bestranson will be out for the rest of the second period and part of the opening of the third period. So we're already down Prahl. Prahl was thrown out of the game earlier for fighting, and now we've lost Bestranson for a bulk of the rest of this one. So Jackets down to 3. It's Crook, Hatem, and Weaver. It's 4-on-3. Weibel will drive it in. That shot is gloved by Claire Hill, and 16 seconds left on the. And then it'll be a brief 5-on-3 for Armstrong, but only for 7 seconds before Day's penalty expires. This one is wrapped up by the Floric for the Arrows. Weibel will get it over. The two-tack. Weibel throws it back. Or that one's off of Hayden. Now Crook's able to get it. She's able to clear the zone, but that's going to be an icing. And now 3 seconds left on the penalty for the Miller penalty for Armstrong. 11 seconds on the Day penalty. 7:07 left in the second period. Jackets 1-0, but right now they are trying to fight off some penalties here, and this one is controlled by Armstrong. They will be now at full strength here for 7 seconds. It'll be 5-on-3. Two-tack gets it out to Miller. Miller has it now. 1 second. Day is out of the box now, so now it'll be a 55-second power play for the Arrows. This one is picked up by Day. Day's going to come out with it. Day's going to skate up the boards. She tries to clear the zone. She can't do it, though. Kept in by Weibel and Fuchs, but this one gets to... Day will feed it over to Weaver. Weaver will dump it out of the zone. 30 seconds left now on the Armstrong power play. Floric will bring it into the zone. She's going to get a shot, and that one's going to be gloved by Hill. 22 seconds remains. 6:19 in the period. Talibi, Williams will skate out for the Jackets. Davies, Lingle as well. So fresh 4 for the PK here. And it will be Williams taking the face off. This one is controlled by Williams. Davies has it. Davies is going to skate around with it. She's going to skate around with it. 15 seconds left now. She's going to try to hit Talibi. Actually throws it behind her, but that's okay. She kills off a few more seconds, and now with 8 seconds left on the Bestranson penalty. 6:06 left in the period. It was Peyton Falk is serving the penalty for Bestranson, so Falk will get out here in 8 seconds. This one is controlled by the Arrows. That shot comes right to Hill, and she gloves it. 6 seconds now left on the PK. Williams with the face-off. She will try to control that one right on the Hill. She's able to turn it away. Lewis gets a shot. Hill gloves it. Jackets full strength. 5:57 left in the second. The Jackets kill off another penalty. Sarah Thomas will skate on. And she will be the 5th skater for the Jackets. 5 skaters for the Jackets. A little confusion. Lingle thought maybe they were still on the PK, but they're not. She stays on. This one is controlled by the Arrows. This one loose. Davies has it now. She gets it up to Talibi. Talibi's able to get the zone cleared. She's going to drive up with it. She chips it up into the zone where Miller will collect it for Armstrong. She looks to circle around to do something with it. Davies is there to cut it off. Loose puck gathered by Miller. She tries to get it up out of the zone. Now back to Davies. Davies loses it. Thomas has it. She can't get a shot off. That one comes all the way down. And it will be a icing. So 5:26 left in the second. Jackets will get an offensive zone face-off here, keeping the same 5, I believe, out there. Actually, Davies is going to skate off, and Jenna Weaver and Nellie Hayden will come on, so Lingle will go off as well. Fresh defense. Join Thomas, Talibi, and Williams. Williams taking the face-off. This one is controlled by Armstrong. Armstrong looking to break out. That one's turned away, though, by Hayden. This one loose. Chipped up and then dumped back in by the Arrows. This one gets to Morris. Morris is going to feed it back. Shot is wide by two-tack. Weibel picks it up now. Weibel gets a shot, turned away by Hill. Hayden has it now. Hayden's going to circle around with it. She looks to try to clear the zone. Cut off by two-tack. She dumps it all the way around. It's picked up by Morris. Weaver there to challenge. Weaver wins the challenge. She tries to feed it out, but Weibel's there to cut it off. That one is turned away by Hill. Morris looks to swing around. Picked up by Williams. That one's blocked by Talibi. Williams gets it up to Talibi. Talibi will throw it all the way down. I don't think that one will make it down for an icing, though. Jackets are going to have to hurry to get a change here. They'll get Busick, Cup, Meek out there. And this one is off. Offside on the Arrows, 4:21 left in the second period. Jackets will get Davies and Falk on defense now. So it's Meek, Cup, Busick. Davies and Falk. That's the 5 for the Blue Jackets. This one is won by the Jackets. Falk will try to get it out of the zone. Now she does. This one comes all the way down where it's picked up by Lewis. Lewis will try to hit Floric, but they can't connect, and that'll be an icing. And right now, not a lot of flow to this second period. A lot of stoppages. Of course, we had the long delay in the first period from the Donnybrook that broke out, in which we saw Elena Prawl get thrown out. This one is controlled by the Arrows. They will throw it around where Floric will pick it up. She's met by Davies, though. Davies battles. This one comes back to Lewis. Lewis tries to feather it out to the center. Picked up by Cup. Cup can't connect with Meek. This one is picked up by the Arrows. They throw it out where Floric will get it. She's cut off by Davies. Falk will throw it down, but that'll be an icing. 3:44 left here in a second. And here comes fresh jacket skaters. Limmerbrock, Taylor, Talibi, Hatem, and Lingle. That's the 5 for the Jackets. Limmerbrock will take this defensive zone face-off. And this one is controlled by the Arrows. They try to throw it in the middle. That one's turned away. Now it's going to be picked up. Back out to Miller at the point. Miller's going to throw it in where it's cut off by Limmerbrock. Limmerbrock has it now. She's going to try to get some room here. She backhands it out. This one is going to be raced for and picked up by Miller. This one's loose, chased down by the Arrows. They try to throw it out. Limmerbrock's shot is turned away, though, by Stanchcombe. This one is dumped in. This one is almost picked off by Talibi, now dumped down by the Arrows, where Lingle will have to chase after it. She's got it. She's going to have to work hard to get out of the zone now. She turns the other way. She's going to find Addie Taylor. Taylor's going to find some room. Tries to hit Talibi. That one's cut off, though, by Guntram. Arrows are going to drive in. Here comes Morris. Morris is going to battle Hatem for the puck. This one's going to be chased down by Shermatz. Shermatz will battle with Talibi. Now Limmerbrock joins the fray. Battled for. Tutak has it now. Lingle will cut her off. Tutak looks to center it. That one's cut off by Hatem. Tutak throws it back around. This one's picked up by Hatem. Hatem's going to battle. She's going to find Taylor. Now Taylor's got a little open ice. She's going to try to skate out. This one is turned over. Here come the Arrows. This one is turned away by Lingle. Shot back and goal, and they go top shelf for the goal. So with 2:08 left here in the second, the Arrows tie it at 1. That one, I believe, was Morris with that goal for the Arrows. And the puck was turned over by the Jackets. Lingle tried to knock it out, but it was right back to Morris, who had it right back on her blade and was able to throw it up top shelf over the shoulder of Hill. So 2:08 left in the second. Crook, Day, Davies, Weaver, and Thomas out there now for the Jackets. And it's Crook with it, center ice. She's going to drive through. She's going to drive, hold on to it. Going to bring it up the boards. She's going to circle around behind the goal. She's getting challenged. Day's got it now. Day's still got it now. It's battled for and picked up by the Arrows. That one's turned away by Crook. Battle for it on the boards. Loose comes out to the Arrows. They're going to get racing now. Weaver's going to have to get back. Weaver can't get to it. That shot is turned away by Hill. It's still loose. Shermatz has it. Now Davies back here. Davies has it. Davies is going to try to feed it out to center ice. Day will break that one up, though. And now Thomas is back. Busick's out now. 1:10 left in the period. Miller's going to throw it around. Jackets changing. Falk's out there now. Battled for, picked up by Davies. Davies will throw it back in. And she will go off for a change. Busick will chase. Kurick still out there. Meek skates out now. Hayden out now. Good play by Falk to keep that one in. Crook's going to get a shot, but it's gloved by Stanchcombe and held on to. 48.6 seconds left. Williams will replace Kruick. So Williams, Busick, Meek, Hayden, Falk. That's the fighting five for the Jackets here. And this one controlled by the Arrows. This one goes all the way out. No icing. It'll be chased down at Hayden. Hayden's going to skate around with it. She's going to throw it up on the boards. That takes a funny hop. That favors the Jackets. Busick just totally whiffs on the puck, though. This one comes on goal where Hill will hold on to it, give it to Hayden. Hayden throws it on the boards. Kept in by the Arrows. They throw it around. Floric has it now. Hayden will battle with her behind the goal. Picked up by Busick. She can't control it, though. That shot is blocked by Busick. Comes out of the zone. 11 seconds left. Miller has it. This one is dumped into the zone. Handed by Hayden. 2 seconds left. That last shot is tipped away. Would have counted, but Hill was able to get a piece of it, and we are tied after 2 periods of play at 1. We will be right back with you shortly. All right, back here for period number 3. Jackets 1, Arrows 1. Jackets goal by Day. Arrows goal by Morris. Both in the second period. Jackets go with Talibi, Lemmerbrock, Taylor, Davies, and Lingle to start the third period. Jackets without Elena Prawl, who was ejected in the first period for fighting. They also will not have Bestranson for the start of this third period, as she got a 2-10 penalty in the second. So she will still have a few minutes to serve on that 10 minutes before she is available. So right now it's Jackets a little shorthanded, but they're still in this game, and they get a chance here with Talibi trying to dump it in. This one will be cut off by Taylor. Taylor's going to try to get it over to Talibi. That one goes all the way through, where Lemmerbrock will leave it back to Lingle. Lingle gets a shot in. That one is almost tipped in. Limmerbrock tries a wraparound. That one's back out front, but it's picked up by the Arrows where Davies will cut it off. Davies brings it back in, and Jackets cannot get back on sides. 14:34 left here in the third. Jackets will keep the same 5 out there. Limmerbrock takes the neutral zone face-off. She will control this one over to Taylor. Taylor dumps it in. Jackets will chase. This one's out to Lingle. Lingle will throw it around. That one's blocked by the official, though, and dumped out of the zone by Armstrong, where Davies will chase it down. Davies will circle around. She will find Taylor. Taylor looks to clear some air space. He cannot do it. Weibel will dump it down in for Armstrong. Picked up there by Lingle. Battle for it in the defensive zone, but Davies is able to clear. Weibel collects it again. She will be challenged by Taylor, but it's Morris trying to feed Shermatz. Can't get it through, though. Now this one over to Thomas. Thomas will throw it up to Taylor. Taylor going off for a change. Weibel will bring it in. Crook, Day, Hayden. They're out there now. Thomas out there as well. Hayden's going to have to chase it. This one's on goal. Turned away by Claire Hill. Day's going to lose it. She's going to get it back now. She's going to lose it again. Morris drives in. This one comes all the way out to Crook. She's got Thomas with her. It's 2-on-2. Crook's going to get a shot. That one's turned away. Thomas gets a rebound, but Stanchcombe gloves it and holds on to it. 13-17 left in the third period. Jackets get a offensive zone face-off. Bestranson is now out. She is available once again. This one is picked up by the Jackets. They can't keep it in the zone, though. Weaver will chase it along with Hayden. Hayden has it now. She throws it over to Weaver. Weaver dumps it up to Day. Day tries to get it into the zone to Crook. Crook has it now. Crook's going to swing it all the way around. Thomas will give chase. This one loose. Loose. Crook's got it. She's looking for some room. She leaves it back to Hayden. That shot is blocked. Now it's a foot race for it where Sievert's going to try to get it, but good play by Weaver to turn it away. That one gets back out in the neutral zone. And now it's Thomas picking it up. Thomas is going to drive the zone. Leaves it back to Day. This one is broken up by Fuchs, though. Day battles with Fuchs. Thomas has it. She dumps it in. Williams out for Crook now. Thrown around to Flork. Day tries to keep it in. She can't, though. This one, she battles for it, though. Now this one is to Flork. Flork's going to bring it into the zone. That shot is blocked by Falk. Back to Flork. Turned away by Hill. Another effort. That one's turned away. Fuchs will chase it down. She throws it out to the point where Weibel gets a shot. Hill finds it, holds on to it. 12:05 left in the third. Jackets get some fresh skaters out. Busick and Meek skate out to join Williams. Bestranson is back out now. She gets her first shift since the 2-10. She's joined by Falk on the defensive end. Williams will take this defensive zone face-off, and it is loose. Loose, thrown in by the Arrows. Turned away now, battled for, turned out by Falk. Falk's going to drive up. She tries to feed Busick. They can't connect. And this will go for an icing. 11:49 left here in the third. Jackets will have another defensive zone face-off in the right circle. Actually, it'll be the left circle. It will be Williams taking it. Williams, Meek, Busick, Bestranson, Falk. That's the 5 for the Jackets. This one controlled by Armstrong. Trying to throw it out of the zone is Falk. They will dump it back in. This one is battled for where it's two-tack. She's battling with Williams and Falk. She's joined now by Fuchs. They try to center it. This one's picked up by Falk. Falk's going to swing around, throw it up out of the zone. Guntrum's got it for the Arrows. Now Flork has it. She's going to throw it over to Fuchs. Fuchs is going to drive in. She's challenged by Bestranson. Meek there. Meek battles. She throws it out of the zone where Busick's going to pick it up. Busick loses it. Now Williams is going to have to wait as Busick's off sides. This one's turned over, meanwhile. Now Fuchs is going to come back down where Davies cuts her off. Davies and Lingle out on defense now. Lemmerbrock's out. Davies is going to skate up with it. She's going to come into the zone. She's going to lose it. This one is out, and it will be a offensive zone face-off for the Jackets. They have Taylor, Cup, and Lemmerbrock, Lingle, and Davies. So offensive zone face-off. It'll be Lemmerbrock taking the face-off here. 10:46 left in the third. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Cup dumps it in, but not on goal. This one's shot around. Cut off by Davies. Davies' shot comes in. Lemmerbrock tries to backhand it in. Cup has it. She centers it. Loose, and finally Stanchcombe has it, and the whistle's blown. Jackets with another chance here with another offensive zone face-off. This one will be in the right circle. Lemmerbrock will take another one here. Flanked by Taylor and Cup. This one controlled by Armstrong. Thrown over to where Davies will try to cut that off. She keeps it in the zone. Taylor can't control it. Lemmerbrock throws it back in. Miller will chase after it. Miller will circle it all the way around. Picked up by Ginn. Ginn can't clear the zone as Davies keeps it in. That one is finally cleared out. Now Kinchlow's got it. It's a 2-on-1. They get a shot where Hill will play it with the chest and drop it down into her glove and hold on to it. 10:03 left. Fresh skaters out for the Jackets. Thomas, Day, Crook, joined by Weaver and Hayden. This one is controlled by the Jackets, but it leaks back to Hill, who will just hold on to it. And with 10 minutes even in the game, the Jackets have another defensive zone face-off here. This one controlled by Crook, back to Hayden. Hayden will swing it all the way around the boards, but it's Miller there to cut that one off. Thomas tries to cut it off. Weaver's there now. This one thrown up the boards. Thomas will battle for it. She leaves it out for Crook. Crook's got it. She will get it out of the zone. She tries to hit Day with it. Day's going to turn into traffic, though. This one's turned loose by Shermatz. Shermatz will backhand it into the Jacket zone. Weaver's going to chase it now. She throws it up where Morris cuts it off. Morris looking to center it. She's cut off, though. Battle for on the boards. Comes out with it and on to Hill. Hill will hold on to it. 9:17 left in this third. Jackets look like they'll keep the same five out on the ice. So Crook will take it. Whistle. Clock's running. And this one is controlled by the Jackets. Trying to clip it up out of the zone. It's control. Thomas loses it. Now it's thrown over by Guntram. This one's picked up by Hayden. Hayden's going to drive out of the zone with it. Hayden's skating with it. This one's cut off. Picked up by Thomas. She tries to throw it into the zone. This one's turned away where Crook's got it. Crook tries to get some space. That one shot is wide. Day's going to battle for it. Day gets it back to Crook. That shot is blocked, though. Now this one back to Crook. Crook's shot is high over the goal. Hayden will race over and keep it in, but Morris is there to pick it off. And now Bestranson will foot race with Shermatz for the puck. And this one is controlled by Shermatz. She's pushed into the corner by Bestranson. And I think she's laying on the puck, and I'll just go ahead and blow it dead with 8:04 clock running. I don't know if we have a time. We must have a time issue now because it looks like we got a running clock because of the long delay in the first period. So this clock will run the rest of the way of the 1-1 game. Jackets get fresh skaters out there. Busick, Williams, Meek with Falk and Bestranson. This one gets out of the zone. It's a foot race won by Lewis for the Arrows. This one is dumped in where Hill will play it to Falk. Falk turns it up the boards. She will chase after it now. She tries to feed it to Meek. That one is not cleared. Kept in by Two-Tack. Two-Tack's going to drive right around. That shot goes in. So goes around the defense, flips it up into the corner off the shoulder of Hill and in, and with a running clock now just over 7 minutes, the Jackets trail 2-1. So scoreboard says 3-1, but it is 2-1 Jackets. Yep, they're working on fixing it right now on the game scoreboard, but our scoreboard's correct. It's 2-1. So 6:40 and running right now. Jackets go with a fresh 5 out here as an icing by the Arrows. The Jackets will have Talibi, Cup, and Taylor out on offense with Davies and Lingle on defense. This one is controlled by, looks like it's going to come all the way out where Jackets will chase it down. It's Davies going to chase it down. She skates into some traffic, though. Loses it for a second. Gets it out of the zone. Talibi tries to center it. Cup will pitch it back to Talibi, but too far. Mount Miller dumps it back for the Arrows. Arrows content with just killing the clock at this point. With a running clock, they just have to kill a little over 5 minutes. So Jackets will have to press on the offensive zone. Lingle having trouble clearing it. She's not getting any help from her center. There comes Cup now. Cup tries to pitch it up to Talibi. This one's out to Taylor. Now Taylor's going to race out with it. 5.5 left. Taylor's going to try to scoop around Lewis. She does. She gets the puck. She leaves it back for Cup. Cup tries to leave it back to Davies, but that one's picked off by Ginn. I'm sorry. This one's loose. It's Cup tries to center it to nobody there, though. That one's knocked down by Kinchlow, now picked up by Ginn. Ginn feeds it through. This one is shot on and turned away by Hill. Now this one's centered and found by Hill and held on to. 5 minutes left and running. Thomas, Day, Crook skate out. Hayden, Weaver as well. Fresh 5 for the Jackets. It will be Crook taking the face-off. This one is controlled by the Arrows. They will throw it in, and Hill's able to find it and hold on to it. 4.5 left. Crook will take the defensive zone face-off where Thomas will race out with it now. She tries to hit Day. Now Day's going to get out in front of it. She's got it. She stops. She gets it out to Crook. That shot is wide. All the way out to where the Arrows will be able to clear. Hayden will have to race after it. She's got, again, right on her tail, though. Hayden circles around. Looks to clear some space. She will. Out she comes now. She races into the zone. She's got Day and Thomas with her. This one up and lost. Day's got it. She tries to cut it off. Now Weaver does. Battled for. Still loose. Cleared out by the Arrows. That offside is, the icing's waved off. Crook's going to have to pick it up. She's going to have to race around with it. She's going to lose it. That one's dumped in finally. Jackets are going to chase. It's Miller, though. Day's able to try to pick the pocket. Shermatz is there. Thomas still out there. Williams is out there now. Falk's going to find Bestranson. Bestranson's going to dump it back in. This one chased after by Miller. Williams has it. She's battling with it. She's going to get it out to Falk. Falk's going to get that shot. That one's going to get deflected wide, though. Shermatz picks it up. Busick out there now. Meek out there. Shermatz drives right up the middle, and Bestranson will get it now. 2:45 left. This one not able to connect with it. This one comes out to Falk. Falk will throw it over to Bestranson. Bestranson's going to drive into the zone with it. Turned over. Busick's going to try to dump it in. Shermatz has it. She cannot clear the zone. Meek keeps it in. Dumped down, chased down by the Jackets. Busick throws it around the boards. Morris has it now. She's going to try to hit an outlet. Florick's got it now. Bestranson back. Bestranson turns that one away. 2 and change left in this one. Meek has it. Meek's trying to get control. She throws it out where the Florick gets it for the Arrows. That one turned away. 2 minutes left. Florick's shot is deflected. It's loose and right into the breadbasket of Hill, and just under 2 minutes with a running clock. Jackets running out of time. Limmerbrock, Day, Taylor are going to skate out. They're going to be joined by Davies and Hayden. Day will take the face-off. This is a crucial face-off that's won by the Jackets. Davies has it now. She's going to skate around, look for some room. She's going to lose it, though. Now that one is centered out where Taylor will pick it up. Now the Jackets could get out here. They can get a 3-on-2, but it's turned over. This one blocked down by Davies. Davies is going to skate with it. Davies is going to skate up to Taylor. Taylor's going to find Limmerbrock, but the Jackets are offside. 1:10 left. Hill will think about skating off. And it looks like this one is controlled by the Arrows. They throw it out. Davies will step up. Jackets are able to keep it on side. This one loose. Picked up. This one, it's going to be and now it's Hayden has it. Hayden's going to drive the zone. Jackets looking to try to pull the goalie. Day has it. She gets it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to get a shot off. Limmerbrox got it. That's a goal. What's the call here? What is the call? They blew the whistle for some reason.
You guys are terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what the whistle was for. They blew the whistle. And they call off that goal for some unknown reason. The Jackets lose 2-1. A lot to unfold here, as I don't know what happened there at the end, but it looked like the Jackets had tied it on a goal from Avery Limmerbrock with just a few seconds left. But the whistle was blown, and for some reason, so final score, Jackets fall 2-1, 0-2 on this Sunday, and they will try to get back at it. They are off next week, so just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Jackets are off next weekend. We'll be back in action the following weekend after that in Chicago. So I want to thank again Kurt Limmerbrock, and as always, I'd like to thank Stephen Robin Miller. We're signing off for the score 2 Armstrong, 1 Jackets.